Greetings, family. Welcome to the Grand Rising Collective. My name is Kyle Dixon, co-host, educator, and entrepreneur for 20 years. Grand Rising Collective's here is to cultivate greatness in ourselves and our community.
And my name is Kayode Bentley, co-host, educator, and entrepreneur for over 20 plus years. My contribution to Grand Rising Collective is to help cultivate that greatness in ourselves and the community through impactful discussions, seminars, and webinars with my co-host, Kyle Dixon.
Let me not be unfair. Let me not be a hypocrite. I eat chicken tacos, so I was like, I gave her a piece of chicken. She just doesn't like it. So it's a win-win for me that she just doesn't like it. Like, she'll eat rice, she'll eat tomatoes, she'll eat bananas, like she'll eat all of these other things. She doesn't want any meat. So it's beautiful for me because I'm like, all right, she won't be like how I was, not eating the greens, not eating enough fruits, not eating enough natural protein from the vegetables. Like, she actually eats vegetables. So again, I just make sure that it's balanced, and the healthier I eat, the healthier everyone around me eats. Like, to talk about like African spirituality and the role of the woman in the household, even though the man is the leader, so to speak, the woman really sets the tone, because what I cook is what everyone's going to eat, and they're going to like it. They're not going to say, oh my God, why didn't you cook some steak, or why didn't you cook chicken? Like, they're gonna be like, oh wow, she cooked a really dope ITIL meal. They're gonna like kind of take my lead when it comes to like eating to live, because I think the woman, the queen, the wife, whatever we call the woman matriarch in a household, she should set the tone when it comes to what we're putting into our bodies, medicine wise. And when I say medicines, I really mean herbal stuff, because I don't take like medicines from like doctors and stuff like that. Western medicine, I should say. So she should set the tone when it comes to herbs, the meal plan and stuff like that. Whatever she says we're eating, it's a big responsibility. And Queen Afua kind of taught me this. It's a big responsibility, but it's a beautiful thing to take on once you wrap your mind around it and set out a plan. It's really doable. We are capable and able of doing it, and setting the tone as a parent, setting that tone as a wife. And my mom is here, so I have to set the tone as a daughter. And it's really hard because like, you want to treat them, and it's like what they think is a treat is killing them. And it's like, it puts me in a weird position. It's like, I don't want to have any hand in any part in killing you. And it sounds drastic, but it's not. If every time I give my mom sugar, I'm killing her because she has high blood pressure. She's not getting the nutrients that she needs. So like, as a parent, it's a big responsibility, but I have to set the tone.
That's real quick, I want to interject. That's a powerful statement you made there in regards to the femininity of women. I don't want us to get on the whole Kevin Samuels man.
He ain't even a part of this conversation. He can't handle this conversation. He can't handle this conversation. Yeah, I don't even want to mention that brother's name. We can't handle it. I have much love to him, but he can't handle this.
I'm not.
This for grown folk, right?
Look at Empress. See how serious Kyle got right there.
This for grown folk, because I'm, no disrespect brother family, but it's just I'm not with it. Like, because here's why.
Hold on, Kyle. Hold on, brother. Before you go there, I just want to say with Empress, that was a powerful statement that you made towards a woman's femininity, and how, because women think being a mother, a wife in the household, and catering, to your point, Cal, catering to her husband is somewhat frowned upon. When you just, in that one example that you gave, is how much power she does have in that role, where she controls, from one aspect, what you eat. She determines and dictates, what's being fed in that house and the control that. That's all I wanted to say, Cal. Go ahead. What were you about?
No, exactly. No, you said it right, brother. I mean, what are we doing here? If it's a relationship, we are relating to one another. She's relating to not only her husband, but her family as a whole. If her husband is not of full health, how can he do his part in the family with the rest of with her being the wife or the spouse and the child or the children? It's a relational responsibility. If he doesn't do what he needs to do, then she can't do what she needs to do. She can't do what she needs to do. He can't do, or the child can't do what he needs to do. So it's a very symbiotic, interdependent relationship. And what a lot of brothers who are misguided and hurt and confused about is they think, oh, I got the control, and because I need to control somebody, or the women, I need to control somebody and to make sure that I am regarded as healthy or I'm protected. And I get it, I understand. But like Empress is saying, that's why we brought her on here, family, is because when you start to change your diet, you change your mindset. And you start to not deal in those toxic behaviors and toxic environments, because you're eating what? Toxic food, toxic drink. It all plays into everything, right? It all plays into anything. You see how Empress comes on here, how bright and lively she is? That's not by mistake, right? That's not
it's the berries. And
juices and berries.
Yeah, it hasn't always been this way. It takes the big D word that nobody likes, and I never used to like it, the discipline. It takes discipline, and it takes consistency. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to be left alone because I just had a 10-hour work shift and I want to treat myself. I get it. It feels so good to sit on the couch and eat from the ice cream carton. Like, I've been there, and it's going to be a little challenging, but it's so worth it. And a lot of people, we don't want to do the hard work anymore because we're in this season or time and shift in the cosmos, as people would say, where it's like, give yourself grace, give yourself ease, don't beat yourself up. But then but when are we going to give ourselves the lecture, so to speak, to be like, listen, enough is enough. You know what you need to do now. You can do better. And I don't want to stress anyone out or make them feel bad. I see that you can do better, so I want to help you do better. Because I know what's on the other side of that, not just to tell you what to do or tell you what to eat. And even me just telling people the balance, telling the audience about the balance. A lot of herbalists and my vegan friends that are plant-based, that don't touch any animals, like, if it's not plant-based, there's a song, if it ain't plant-based, get it out my face. They would be mad at me for supporting the balance. They would be so upset with me with supporting that balance. But everyone's different. Everyone is not the same. And I know people that eat meat that they will never cut out meat. What they did do, they cut out processed foods, and they live a healthy lifestyle. They don't have the amnesia and what's the other one that older people get? I think it's Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's dementia.
My aunt is getting Alzheimer's dementia. That comes strictly from what you were eating the years before and not having the minerals in your body. So Alzheimer's dementia, I don't want us and our people to be dealing with that. So that's why I say, try your best to clean up, what you do put into your body. Make a conscious decision. Every time you open your mouth and put something in it, is this the optimal decision I can make for myself and my family right now? And it's going to be so annoying in the beginning, and you might hear this and think I'm annoying, but it's for a reason, and it's so worth it.
Can you tell us or share with us, obviously breathing is important. If you don't breathe, we understand that. So I'm not saying that. But are there certain techniques to breathing? Like, why is this so integral to our health and well-being? Because, you can breathe, yes, but I've had experiences with friends of the family whose relatives passed away, and it's strange to hear, but relatives were telling them, breathe. You know what I mean? Well, you're already breathing, because if you don't breathe, you die. But there's a certain thing about breathing from your diaphragm, right? And there's certain thing, it's a certain release. Like, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. You breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees take up our carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. So can you share with us some of the little things that we may not be familiar with in regards or in relation to the importance of just breathing?
Absolutely. So I didn't know the importance of breathing, and I'm breathing every day, right? Because I'm alive. But what I mean by that is I'm doing better, much better now, because once you start to clean up your mind and clean up your food choices, you start to think about, okay, well, if I'm bringing my attention back to my breath, that's meditation. So meditation comes up in these conversations. So I forget the exact names, because all these breathing techniques have names, and they can get extremely complex and really, really extreme. Like it's a lot. Like, there's people on YouTube, you just Google breathing techniques, they go above and beyond. And I'm not there yet. So I stick to the in through the nose, out through the mouth to breathing out the carbon dioxide. That's really, really helpful for me. And I do it during meditation. And times throughout the day, I have to check in with myself. So that's like centering yourself and grounding yourself. Like, am I breathing? Because sometimes when there's a stressful situation, you're doing something, I don't know if you ever realize, but you're actually holding your breath. So I had to bring myself back to myself, as crazy as that may sound, because we get so pulled away in different directions during the day, and you lead with humanity when we're really supposed to be leading with spirit. So I have to bring myself back to myself. And I'm like, Christine, you were just holding your breath because you were thinking about a stressful situation, or you were multitasking. Sometimes we have to just be still and ask yourself, like, are you breathing right now? Breathe in, breathe out, close your eyes at your desk. If you work in an office, make sure that even if you have to set reminders, because soon when you really bring yourself back to spirit, your internally will be that reminder. But sometimes we need the technology in the beginning. Set a reminder, get up and walk around, sit down, meditate, breathe. Are you breathing? Take some deep breaths. Set the reminders on your phone until your body naturally just does it for yourself. It is extremely important to breathe because it lowers the cortisol levels, which is what is stressing us out, the cortisol hormone. That's what causes the stress. And when you breathe, you're sending a message to your body and your inner organs that you're safe and that you're good. Mm-hmm. So now that's actually helping these diseases not manifest. So breathing is just as important as a positive mindset, is just as important as our food choices. So how I do it, to sum that all up, is with sitting still with meditation. Because during the day, I live in New York City, I live in Brooklyn. Sometimes I'm breathing so shallow and even holding my breath that I didn't realize that I was. Our superpower is choice. Our superpower is what are you going to choose? Because that's up to you. You can choose to go home and drink a glass of milk that has, cow's milk that has mucus in it, or you could choose to go drink a glass of lemon water or lime water. Like, the choice is ultimately yours. But I just want to encourage you to whatever you choose, be happy with that decision and live joyfully, because as far as we know, we have one life in this physical realm. So have fun with it and don't take it for granted.